back in Planet Crafter, and since last time I've actually managed to get a couple of things done. The first thing I did was go around and break down a few of the older, lower tier parts, thanks to the viewer who gave me that tip. And I recovered 125 kilowatt hours of power, so not a lot, but enough to get, something else running. Part of what I got rid of was some of the older food producers. I still have 4 of the old ones and 4 of the tier 2s here. I also have had enough silk production to start decorating in here, and as you can see, we have started setting up tables for the cafeteria. So that's looking good, and there will eventually be more tables in here. Got another drill set up. I just recently sent up 2 more rockets. I sent up, let's see, what did I send? A plant rocket, which will increase the moss production. I also sent up another magnetic rocket to strengthen the the magnetic field around the planet. And as you can see, one of the reasons I was able to get rid of some of those food growers is that we have gardens now. So we have one of each growing. We have mushrooms, we have beans, squash, and eggplant. Each of these produces usually between 4 to 5 vegetables at a go, although this mushroom one seems to only produce 3. I don't know. But they don't take a ton of power for the output that they give. Very useful. And we are not picking up any common insects. We have 2 lockers full of common insect larvae, plus a couple. So definitely don't need those. I also had to lower the graphic setting on the game due to the constant issues with lag at the higher setting. So things, I have to be closer to see certain things. So we have 525 kilowatt hours available. We have, let's look at the board. Biomass is up to kilotons. I guess that's what that's supposed to be. Pressure is going up nicely because, of course, like I said, we added another heater, or not, another drill, another tier 3 drill, or was it tier 4? I can't remember. I'll know when I see it. One of these giant things, so a tier 4 drill. In fact, we could probably add another one on the way out. Oxygen production is a little on the slow side. I am waiting to be able to make some more flower pots. I'm probably going to convert all of the oxygen containers to flower pots since they don't use power. Now, another viewer told me about a cave that I must have been past a million times, but I didn't know about it because, well, I never bothered to look in that direction to see it. We're going to go over here and, nope, that is not it. That goes into the sulfur fields. So this section of rocks here, if you're not paying attention, it doesn't look like much, but if you are paying attention, It is a super alloy cave. And as you can see, I have a tier 2 drill in here. And we have a few super alloys, so we're going to grab that. We'll grab the 2 cobalt. And we're going to make a platform next to this and put another locker on it. Because we don't need to bring this other stuff back right now. But we want to clear that locker so we can get more super alloy. Alright, so we can take everything else out of here and shove it in here. There. That will take the cobalt too. But yeah. And the reason I knew I had never seen this before was because the commenter had said something I found odd. He said, the cave with the alien doors. Well, if you go over here, there's a big, gigantic set of doors. And it actually does give you like a Steam notice mentioning these, but they seem to be carved into the cave. No idea where they came from. They don't seem to work, but yeah, it was pretty weird to see them. And it was a pretty big clue, like I said, that I had never seen this spot before. So, thank you very much for that tip, and for telling me how to get to the cave. Like I said, I would have never seen it because from outward appearances, it just looks like some rocks. I might want to take a breath of air. And since we are headed back to the base with the stuff we got, we might as well stop at our sulfur extractors. Okay. Oh, we got a lot of sulfur in there. Huh. Maybe I don't need that as much as I thought I did. Oh boy. Okay. Give me just a second. There. Now I can get stuff out of here a lot faster. What do we have in this one? More stuff. I mean, why do I expect anything different? We have stuff in here. And more stuff. Okay, we'll put all that in here. That in here. Take all this out. And I'll come back for that stuff later. Any more? One more sulfur there. No sulfur there, but we'll remove that silicone. Okay. Now, back to base with all this nice sulfur and super alloy. need it. Wonder if I go back up top there, if I'll find any more of those special butterflies. Have to try that sometime. But we have some. Oh wow! We have someplace special to be, and just as soon as I grab that bunch of iridium. Because if it's going to be right there, I might as well. And in the meantime, we'll shove all that in that locker. So where was all that nice looking iridium? Right here. These are all common. Okay. Yep. Of course, I have to go a little slower. Like I said, the graphics are a little slower to load at this setting. Makes it a little more of a challenge, but it was either that or have to deal with the constant increasing amount of lag. Well, I might as well eat something from here. Why not? We have so much of this stuff. These people are not going to starve, let's put it that way. All right, off we go. Now we want to head back out to the mushroom cave, because the same viewer who told me about the super alloy cave told me something about the mushroom cave. If I look around in that mushroom cave, I can find some other butterfly larvae, which are even better than the ones I found up top of the steps. I still don't know what that's called. So where are we headed? It's always so weird where it catches there. I wonder if this is supposed to be one of our potential landing sites. Boy, this one would be a challenge, wouldn't it? At this point, I'm wondering if I shouldn't be up for that challenge, because even the standard mode's gotten a little easy. We still have all sorts of stuff in here to bring back, including a ton of super alloy, a ton of sulfur. Yeah, those bugs can stay. We'll grab a couple of these oxygen bottles. So I want to make sure I have extra oxygen going out into the mushroom cave. Speaking of mushroom cave, did I leave a marker there? I hope so. Yes, it looks like I did. Good. Alright, so we're looking for bugs. Which means we're going to have to be slow and methodical. Which is why I brought extra food, water, and oxygen. So we can be down here for a little bit before we have to rush back. That's a common larvae. Now, he didn't say whether or not these larvae are going to be found in a chest or on the ground. Of course, we will look for chests too. Oh, this place is neat. This bug gets neater every time I see it. And speaking of seeing things, I'm wondering how much of the map I've seen so far. Can anybody give me a rough estimate of the amount of map I've seen without giving me any, Futura larvae. So let's see what we got. 800% multiplier. So absolutely we're taking that. We'll even take the uncommon though. Really not needing those right now either. So thank you so much for that tip. Now, if somebody could give me a rough estimate of what percentage of this map I've seen, or, you know, the world I've seen without giving me any spoilers, I would really appreciate it. I've been trying very hard to do this whole exploration thing without giving myself any spoilers. There's like a ton of uncommon in here. But yeah, I wouldn't mind having a rough estimate. That sounds like a asteroid storm overhead. Keep going. We found one bug so far, and it was a good one. We found several uncommon, which are nothing to sneeze at either. They make our bees and our silkworms. Eventually I'll make a third silkworm housing so I can increase the production of silk for fabric. Now that I've started to make fabric, I've been able to start fulfilling my dream of decorating these places. And there's a lot of places to decorate. There's houses, there's more of the main base, there's the second base. And of course I'll do most of that off screen. I'm imagining that all this stuff floating around is mushroom spores. At least that's my best guess. They must glow too. The water isn't purple, but the surface of the water is purple. Yeah, I think that's their spores are purple. Weird. Weird. I'm on an alien world trying to terraform it by myself, and I think purple spores are weird. I think there's a lot weirder stuff going on here than that. You know what? Can I drink out of this? Yes, I can. Okay. So I guess bringing extra water was pointless. Common. Whoa. There's another one. Another uncommon. So we got 2 of those 800% so far. Well, that definitely calls for another butterfly dome. At least until we can build butterfly farms. Which I don't think we can do yet. No, not yet. Beehives, but not butterfly farms. We can build a butterfly display box, though. Oh, is that another one? We found 3 so far. So this is definitely a good place to get some very high tier butterflies. We can't find one more before we head back. More of the alien stuff. You know, this is supposed to be an alien race, and yet they built with simple wood. Of course, that leads to the question, where did the wood come from? Because the planet was pretty desolate when we showed up. Did they take it from these giant mushrooms? And if there were an advanced civilization, didn't they have other things they could build with? You would think if there were another spacefaring race. Oh, they leave a lot more questions to be answered. Oh, there's another one. Now, I don't know if there's two different types of butterflies or just this one. But, either way, definitely you want to come down here and check it out. If nothing else, it is actually fascinating to look at. What's that? Almost looks like the mother fungi. Yeah, this looks like it's supposed to be the mother fungi. A couple of them. Uncommon. I think I kind of got myself turned around. Well, luckily I still have 3 more oxygen bottles. So if I have to fly my behind out of here, I can probably manage. Want to give this one final sweep. Although I'm very pleased with finding 4 of those larvae. Now, it's probably not the best place for a screenshot, is it? But had to do that one. This place is just amazing. Imagine if some of these other people had survived and managed to do even half of what our character has done, what they would have found here. Whoa, is that another, or is it just glowing? Oh, it's just glowing. Darn it. I was hoping it was going to be another one. But I have 4, and that's plenty for now. Actually, we managed to find our way back out of there with no fanfare whatsoever. Very good. We'll go and stop at our base and take a couple gulps of air. Might as well. Ah, that's not what I wanted to do. See, don't I have... Thought I had a chest in here for food and water. Put it in here. Take the bacteria sample back. Don't need the common larvae. We will take at least 5 of those back. Don't need the osmium. I think we're okay with the zeolite. I'll take 5 of them back. I know no osmium, but I will move that osmium over here. This is all iridium. More zeolite. You know what? I'll take the sulfur back instead. I think the zeolite can wait. Yeah, And we're going to eat while we're here. Alright, so back to base with all these goodies. I want to see what these butterflies are going to look like. Wait a second, that's the cave I'm looking for. Okay. Common larvae. There we go. Might as well. Right in my face. Do I have the space for one more? No, I don't. So you just gonna have to stay there. It's amazing how many different environments you can find in such a small area in this world. And some of them are just so vastly unique. We're gonna have to, I know it says sort later, but I've run out of room in that, so let's move some things. At least we have a nice bit of sulfur again, and the knowledge that we can have sulfur whenever we need it. And definitely aren't going to worry about super alloy. Although I will probably still take some of my excess materials and turn it into super alloy because I just have so much of it. Alright, so what do we need for another butterfly dome? Oh, okay. Fertilizer, tier 2 fertilizer. Well, there's 2 super alloy. There's our zeolite. Tree bark fertilizer, tier 2 fertilizer. That is all next door at the science lab. It would help if I actually went up the steps. There's a tree bark. And I don't have any, okay. Fertilizer and tier 2 fertilizer. So 6 algae, 2 sulfur, 4 eggplant. Six algae, 2 sulfur, 4 eggplant. And I'm getting the feeling I'm going to need some more materials to make that tier 2. Another algae, a squash, and 2 methane. Oh, I don't. Okay. Well, there's our squash. Our methane's downstairs. I did recently collect algae, so I don't know. Oh, yep, I can find some more. Wasn't sure I was going to. Alright. Oh, one more. I might move that one out a little further. I don't know. It does seem to be giving me a good amount, though. Now, I can make that tier 2 fertilizer. I just need one of those. That's not what I meant to do. And I should have everything I need. I do. Now, where are we putting this one? See if we can put it on the end of this one. Not ideal, but and the game says it's not ideal either. It says, oh, no, you're not putting it there. And I'm like, fine, whatever. I guess we're going to put it on the end of this one. It'll let me. Not sure it's going to let me do that either. Yes, it will. Right there. Not that I'm particularly thrilled with that placement, but okay. I don't have to live with it. Alright, let's see what these new butterflies look like. We ready? Oh dear. Hello. They glow in the dark. Oh, this is gonna be pretty at night. Look at them. And that should bring our insect production up quite a bit. And put those there at the rare larvae. Put the uncommon larvae in here. Like I said, we have quite a few of those. And let's go see, wrong way, let's go see if that helped our insect production. I mean, it had to. Still going kind of slow, but it had to have helped. And we are now 0.15% of the way into fish. So this is a slow burn. This one is extremely slow, which means we probably need to get things moving in the right direction. 386 kilowatt hours. So, next steps. Another, is it 5 of those? Another pulsar quartz. A nuclear fusion generator. So that we can work on getting a couple of tier 2 tree spreaders. And probably a couple more algae spreaders too. Preferably the tier 2 version. And then we'll see where that leads us. But until then, bye for now.